everyone, welcome back to another video. So I have this beautiful coloring book here with me today. This is Flowerscape in Paradise. It is a new release. This coloring book will be released on Tuesday, March 21st. And will be available for $18.29 to order on Amazon. The publisher and Maggie herself both reached out to me to see if I wanted to share this gorgeous coloring book with all of you. So I do want to thank Maggie and her publisher for sending me this gorgeous coloring book. As most of you know, I don't usually do a whole lot of flip throughs here on my channel. There has to be something very special about the particular coloring book for me to do a flip through on my channel, and there is definitely something special about this one. Now, I just took a quick look at this book and I was very surprised. I knew that her last book, Flowerscape, was absolutely amazing, but this one has a little bit of a twist on it, and I'm going to talk about that while we flip through, and I'm going to show you why this coloring book is so amazing. I will have the link for this coloring book down in the description box below, as well as links for my email list, my Facebook group, my Etsy shop, and my Patreon if you'd like to support me there. I also now have channel membership. You can find more information out about that by clicking the join button down below the video. So for those of you who are not familiar with Maggie Enterrios, this was her first coloring book. This is Flowerscape, and it is absolutely gorgeous. For those of you that love coloring flowers, this coloring book definitely does not disappoint, and the paper is wonderful. Now, when you open the coloring book, you will see that it shows the flower on this side of the page. This is a foxglove, and then over here on this side of the page, it gives you lots of them to color. So if you wanted to do just a quick color, you could do it here on this side. You could use Google Images to go look it up and see what colors these flowers are. I love that it tells you what the flower is, because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I'm just not good with my flowers and what they actually are. And a lot of times when I'm coloring flowers, I will want to go look them up and find a Google image and match my colors and bring it to my coloring page. But here's the hibiscus, then it gives you lots of hibiscus to color. So it gives you the choice of if you just want to do a quick color or if you want to color a full page. And this book is quite smaller. It is the same size as the new book, but both books are quite smaller. So I grabbed World of Flowers so I could show you the difference in the size between these two coloring books. Most of us are familiar with Johanna Basford's books, so that's why I chose this one. But you can see that we have a couple inches over here on the side, and then at the top we have probably about an inch. So the pages in these coloring books are going to be smaller. And then also throughout the coloring book you will have some pages like this that are double page spreads. But again, this double page spread is focused on the two flowers that are here. So you can practice on the flowers in the coloring book, and then once you decide that's how you want to color it, then you can come back and color the actual double page spread. And these are so small that you could print them out on your own paper. If you wanted to print this onto some Spring Hill paper, you can totally do that. And you could practice as many times as you want, put together different color combinations, and just continue practicing whatever flower you're coloring before you decide to color the actual full page. So this was her first book, and now this is the new release. These covers and the artwork, they are just absolutely beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful coloring books. And if you love coloring flowers, you're going to love this book. Now I'm going to show you what the difference is in this coloring book from this one and what makes this one so special. So let's go ahead and get into the flip through and review. So the front cover is really, really nice. This is a really thick cardstock, super, super thick. And so your pages on the inside of the book, once they're colored, they are going to be very nicely protected. So it says Flowerscape in Paradise. And then down here it says a tropical coloring book by Maggie Enterrios. So we open it up to get this beautiful blush pink color, just two blank pages. And then Flowerscape in Paradise, again, a tropical coloring book by Maggie Enterrios. And then you've got your front, this book belongs to page. So you can put your name in here any way you want. If you want to practice some brush lettering with something like your Tombow markers, you can totally do that. And then you can color all of the beautiful flowers and leaves that are surrounding this beautiful frame. So here we have the introduction page, and I will go ahead and read this to you. If you don't want to hear this part, you can go ahead and skip to the next part, but don't miss what's so special about this coloring book if you decide to skip ahead. Embrace your wanderlust. Flowerscape in Paradise is an adventure for your creativity, a celebration of the beautiful botanical and animal life that we dream of exploring. Perfumed flowers dance across the page, awaiting your hand to bring them to life in new and unique ways. Bold patterns and geometric elements echo the tapestries, weavings, and title work that you may envision as you wander through jungles, beaches, and tropical destinations around the world. As I illustrated this book, I fondly remembered all the places I've been fortunate enough to visit and imagined all of the places I hope to someday see. Much like travel, creativity is a tool that allows you to broaden your horizons, unwind, and explore new ideas. There is nothing quite so magical as being whisked away, whether that's in person or simply through the act of creating art. No matter where you are, let Flowerscape in Paradise take you on vacation. Share your art online by following @Colorscape and tagging #Flowerscape in Paradise. Okay, so here we have another beautiful page with a bunch of different flowers on it. This is the part that is so super cool. So I'm going to read this to you because this tells all about how this book is just a little bit extra special. So it says, flower identification. There are no rules when it comes to coloring this book. Neon orchids, go for it. Rainbow dahlias, give it a try. Let your imagination run wild. For those of you who prefer some color palette recommendations, Flowerscape in Paradise has a treasure trove of resources available. Is that not so exciting, y'all? On the left-hand side of each spread, you'll find sample illustrations of the main botanicals used in each composition. Simply open your camera app on your smartphone and hover it over the QR code on any flower identification page in this book. Center the QR code within the screen and you'll be automatically linked to the corresponding color key for each design. You'll get a quick and easy reference so you can jump right back into coloring without the guesswork. But y'all, is that not the coolest thing ever? I don't know of any other coloring book that is like this. I am so excited. Alternatively, you can access all of the book's color keys, as well as free printable coloring pages and an inspiration gallery by visiting colorscape.com/paradise or by scanning the QR code below. So this QR code here is going to bring you to her website and you can download some of her free coloring pages. So if you want to try out coloring some of her art for free before you decide to purchase the book, you can surely do that. But the paper in this book is fabulous. It is a smoother paper with a very, very little bit of tooth, and it is rather thick. So even though the book is double-sided, you most likely don't have to worry about whatever medium you're using going through to the other side. If you are worried about that, what I like to do is I like to always have 2 of every coloring book. So if I decide I want to color this page and I think that later on I'm going to want to come back and color this page, then I like to have 2 copies of the coloring book. And I do that with all of my favorites. Now, as you can see, we have 2 different flowers here, and hopefully I'm not butchering the name, but I think that says Clivia, and then a torch ginger, but those are just beautiful. So you can see that you have the little QR code down here. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. So I grabbed my phone so we can scan the QR code, and you can see that it pops up, and if you just click on the link, it will take you directly there. And then so we have a color reference for both of these flowers. But I absolutely love this. You can take these images and you can match your pencils up to them. And even the torch ginger down here looks like it has white outlining the entire flower. So you can use those ideas and bring in your white Posca or your white gel pen, and you can make yours look exactly like that. I just think that is the coolest thing ever. So we have just the 2 individual flowers over here, and then we have a whole page that you can color of those 2 flowers. Here we have the porcelain flower and the kiwi blossom. Let's go ahead and scan another one just so we can see another one of the pages. But I'm just going to scan it. It will come up with the website and it should take me directly to the color reference for those flowers. And it does. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. And then it even tells you here that the birds are rainbow lorikeets. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And then the fruits are kiwis. So when you come over to this page over here, you know that all the fruit that you see are kiwis, and then you know exactly what bird it is, so that you can go look the birds up and you can color the birds the exact colors as you would see them in real life too. But is that not the coolest thing? And the artwork in this book is just absolutely beautiful. Oops, I skipped a page. But the artwork is absolutely beautiful. You've got your quick color on one page, and then you've got a full page of whatever that is on the next page. And then I'm sure if we were to scan the QR code on this page, we would be brought to the page on the website telling us what kind of monkey this is. Let's try it. I'm just having so much fun with this. So let's go ahead and scan the QR code and click on the link. So it does. It tells you that that's a capuchin monkey, which is really, really cool because now you can go to Google and you could just type in capuchin monkey. You could color the flowers exactly the way that they look in real life or would look in real life. And it looks like this one here would give you a chance to use some of those discontinued Prismacolors. It looks like there's a lot of lavender in there. And then I would say maybe a little bit of mulberry as well, especially there in the center of the flower. But this is just the coolest thing ever. So let's go ahead and look up the capuchin monkey. And so here are some images of a capuchin monkey. I just went to a free website where you can get free photos, pixabay.com. And it shows a lot of the monkeys right here on the page. So you can get ideas of how you want to color the capuchin monkey. But that is just so super fun. And if y'all have been watching my videos for quite some time, you know that I love to pull up images to get ideas for whatever it is I'm coloring. But look at some of the images in this coloring book. I mean, it's just all flowers. Of course, with this one, you've got the animals now too. Oh my goodness, on this one we have a turtle, and of course if we went to go look that up and used the QR code, we would find out exactly what turtle that was so that we could color it exactly the way we would see it in real life. Here we have a scarlet star, and then this is a really quick color as well. This is like the full page. You've got lots of room to do a background, and so that would be super fun and quick and easy. Here we have a rock trumpet and a giant wax flower, and then it looks like we've got a seahorse right here in the center. Here we have an African iris. Again, the little quick image on this one page, and you could totally do backgrounds on this page too if you wanted to. And another great idea, what I've seen a lot of people do, but if you wanted to try to draw some of these as well, you could even add more to the page, add a beautiful background, and just get really, really creative in this book. This flannel flower, that would be super easy to draw. You could draw a bunch of them and color them in and make an actual piece of artwork that you colored in yourself. Here we have a rosy periwinkle and then an orchid. I love orchids. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the type of orchid because I know I'm going to say that wrong, but we actually have two different types of orchids here. I absolutely love orchids. I always have orchids right here next to me, and I always keep them by my window. And then here we have a eucalyptus and a hibiscus and a beehive ginger. Oh my gosh, I miss hibiscus so much. They are so beautiful. When I lived in Florida, we had hibiscus all over the place, and now that I'm in North Carolina, I just don't see them anymore. But the artwork in this book is just beautiful. Now this book on Amazon is $18.29, which I feel like is a really great deal because the quality of the book is just absolutely amazing. You've got the really great paper, the really hard cover will keep all of your finished colored pages nicely protected inside the book. But oh my goodness, y'all, I can't wait to color in this book. If you would like to see me color one of the pages in this book, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to use the QR code, pull up the image from the website, match up my pencil, show you exactly how I do that, and color a flower for y'all. Oh, we have more hibiscus, a whole page of them. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this book. Here we have a lime blossom and an angel's trumpet, and this would be a pretty quick color. And then you can do a nice background with any medium you'd like to. I'm sure this paper is plenty thick to be able to use whatever medium you would like to use. But I just love the artwork in here. Y'all know I love flowers so much. And I don't think that there were animals in her first book. I think it was just all flowers, which I really, really love. If you go through my channel, you'll probably notice that a lot of my videos and a lot of my tutorials are coloring flowers. So these books are right up my alley. I need to color in this book and see what pencils are going to work best. I'm assuming because of the way that the paper feels to me, I'm thinking that polychromos would probably be wonderful in this book. I need to test out a few of my different pencil sets and see what pencils work best in the book. If you are interested in me doing that, please let me know in the comments below. Here we have a Morning Glory and a Plumeria. And this page is pretty cool. We've got these lines and some decorations down here. It looks more like some type of wallpaper. That's pretty neat. And on this page we have some butterflies. The flowers are the trumpet vine and then the spotted Renanthera. But I love this page. This is so pretty. Lots of leaves to color. We've got the flowers and we have some butterflies, and then we have room to do a really pretty background if you want to bring out your distress inks or your neo colors. And this one is pretty neat. You can make this one look like it's actually in a round glass ball, and then you can create some reflections here around the edges to give it that look. But that would be super, super fun. And then we have the last page here that just tells us a little bit about the artist. And if you would like to read all of this, you can pause the video here, and then she just gives her special thanks. And then you've got some flowers here on the edges that you can also color. Here is the back of the book, and it just says, indulge your wanderlust by coloring lush tropical florals. Step into a vibrant, colorful paradise with this collection of stunning designer illustrations inspired by tropical destinations from around the world. Relax and let your unique artistic creativity shine as you color designs overflowing with captivating botanicals, bold geometric patterns, rainforest birds, and sea creatures. Let your coloring vacation begin. And the back cover is just absolutely beautiful, as is the front cover. This book will be available on Tuesday, March 21st, and it is $18.29 on Amazon. I am so excited about this book. I'm sure many of you will be too. I will have the link to this book down in the description box below. If you would like to see me do a video tutorial coloring in this coloring book where I use the QR code, match up my colored pencils, and then color the flower and show y'all how I go about doing that, please let me know in the comments below. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.